Here's my review of Haunted Mansion. It's a pretty fun time. It's not a great movie, but it's a lot of fun. Like, it's kind of got the horror. It's not, okay, it's not scary. I mean, it's a Disney movie. It's not really that scary at all. But it's kind of got, like, the spooky vibe, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, like I said, there are some scenes, like, some of the designs of the ghosts are actually pretty, like, creepy looking, but they're still kind of played in a comedic way to where they're not actually scary. But, like, I thought this movie was fun. We basically, like, the main plot is, like, Gabby buys this house and it's haunted and with her son Travis, and she enlists the help of these spiritual experts to help rid the house of ghosts. And it's a pretty fun movie. Like I said, it's not really anything great. There's nothing really super emotionally impactful, but it's just a fun time, especially I mean, Owen Wilson. I love Owen Wilson. He could turn a bad movie at least to an enjoyable one. Same thing with Danny DeVito. It's like, because I think, like, on a surface level, sometimes, like, part of this movie just doesn't work. But I would say, like, Owen and Danny, they were basically carrying this movie for me. And we get to learn kind of more about this characters, like, where Owen Wilson's character is a priest, or at least supposedly, like, you find out he's not actually a priest, and, like, he's kind of like a con man. And so, like, you kind of, like, know, like, can you maybe trust some of these characters? But at the end of the day, like, I mean, it's Owen Wilson. He's not going to be a villain. Let's be honest. He's too likable. Like, I mean, even if there's something like that they try to give some emotional depth, it doesn't. I do think sometimes it kind of falls flat on its face. But I don't really think that this is the kind of movie that needs it. And don't go in expecting it. Like, it's just there just to be fun. This movie is. I don't really feel like it. I don't really view it as, like, serious enough for me to, like, judge it that way. But I do think, like, with what they try to do, I think Owen does a very good job, as always. And of course, Danny DeVito as this, like, crazy science teacher named Bruce is just super funny in every scene he's in. At least I find him funny, like, just the way he talks, even if he's saying a joke that is unfunny. And this movie has a lot of bad jokes. When it's said by, like, Danny DeVito in his, like, raspy voice, just the way he talks, it just makes it funny. So yeah, like, a lot of this movie is just them, like, they're hiring different people to, like, try to get rid of the ghosts, like the priest for, like, an exorcist, like a scientist guy with Danny DeVito, and then this voodoo girl, and it's them, trying to rid the house of ghosts. But there's more like an underlying mystery, like with the main ghost, that being the Hatbox ghost, and there's like some more like kind of this, like, really long kind of, like, I want to say deep, like, very complex kind of backstory where it was okay. Like I said, like, it was fine. I will say, even though this movie's not scary, I do appreciate, like, the creepy designs, because, like, I would describe, like, some of the designs of these ghosts as creepy, but it's not scary. And like I said, this is a movie that fully relies on its cast. If these were a bunch of, like I hate to say that, like, because sometimes people complain about movies that are carried by actors. This is one of those movies. If these were actors that I did not like, I would not enjoy this movie. That's what carries this movie, at least for me. And you get some good, I would say, like, maybe the closest to seeing kind of, like, I guess, like, maybe some sort of background is, like, with Ben. Like, he kind of has, I feel like, anxiety in this movie, and he's kind of overcoming it over the course of this movie. At least I got that vibe. But I mean, I wouldn't really say there's any major character developments. Like I said, like, Owen Wilson is a con man, not actually a priest. But other than that, like, there's nothing really too deep about this movie. I mean, at the end, you kind of know with this kind of movie, they defeat the Hatbox Ghost, and it's kind of just a happily ever after. They end up kind of just, like, living in the house with the rest of the ghosts, because, like, the rest of the ghosts are nice, which is like, what? How are they nice? And yeah, it was fun. So yeah, this is the kind of movie, don't go in expecting it to be this very deep plot with these very deep characters. It's just a fun time. And okay, I do think that this movie could have been a little bit shorter. Like, I don't know if there was really enough story here for them to be, like, over 2 hours. It's not like super. It's like 2 hours and 2 minutes. Not that long, but I do feel like maybe could have even trimmed like maybe 10 minutes out of this movie. And we'll say like sometimes like the setting of New Orleans can be nice. But like I said, there's not really that much depth to this movie. It's just a fun time. And I will say like I think some of the sets are cheap. Like you could tell, okay, they're on a stage, they're on a set, but it's still enjoyable to watch. So yeah, overall, I thought it was fun.